So Yorkie of the Shire stands before you and asks, "A friend or foe? If thou art friend, then welcome. May you walk with me as I return to the lands Golarian and continue my journey in Pathfinder, the Half of the Righteous. If thou art foe, then begone, foul fiend, begone to the world wound from which I came." Now, when last we did leave this, we have a problem, and we're going to have to see if we can deal with it. We found a group pretending to be scouts here. They are not scouts.
Are we in trouble yet?
So, let us see if we can do something here. For one round, Oh, half of the... Okay, so that's just for rounds.
Yes.
Fine, fine. Who is not wearing armor? You're not. You're not. You're not. You not have rings or anything either? No. You do not. You are wearing armor. And you are, of course, Yorkie. Of course. So, you three will require that.
Ask nice.
Waljeff, giant size me, and Sealer. And you can see invisible.
Open your heart to me.
Familiar. Strengthen our bowslingers. And Sealer. Give me extra stamina. And giant size Lan increases power of his bow. Bless us and give us some protection from poison. Also grant Sealer extra armor. I think we would attack with cold energy. That would be a good one to have.
Together we stand.
You will sing as soon as we start, Sealer, but not immediately. Not right now. And,
so little time.
Chugged flesh. That. And that would seem to be all Light of Angels as well. Right, let's save. Because this was a problem last night. Through the mist you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. I'm not going to reread these because this was done last night. Essentially, these three are pretending to be scouts. We discovered they were not. Not through world knowledge. And our people really wanted to join them. We discovered it through perception. When it told us, no tracks inside, the air is calm, odd feeling lances through you. And through Lan. And I said, something's not right, attack. Ashes, welcome! Welcome, Ashes! I am Sir Yorkie of the Shire. I know you to be friend, so please, join me. I am enjoying both Pathfinders. I, Sir Yorkie of the Shire, am leading the way through Wrath of the Righteous, while Yorkie the Barbarian leads the way through Kingmaker. I do it through streaming, he does it through the YouTube video creation thing. I hope you're able to walk with us a while. Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Would you look at that, they didn't buy it. Figures transform and prove themselves to be drow. Attack!
Do not fear. Do not
Right.
waver.
Now, I rather made an assumption last night. I assumed they were immune to sleep, but I do not know this for sure. Lan.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
So let us see. They are immune to slumber. Very well. Ember. Immediately, Sir Yorkie. No, you missed. That's not allowed. A little self-love. And sing for us.
You won't survive me.
In cometh a drow knife master. I think. A little boost. And you should be able to hit them. Perhaps not. Ember. Can you... Oh no, that's cackle. That's not exactly what I had in mind. I was thinking it was hideous laughter for some reason.
May I see your entrails?
Not
please?
if you miss, Yorkie.
Right, take you. Cover me, all right?
And they're almost down. Drow Mage just dies. Good.
Endure this.
So do they. Camellia. Get ready. And Ember.
Surrender or else.
Little shot. A shot to the heart. Ember, you may be to blame. But my friend, you're giving love a good name. I haven't gotten the chance to play this, but I love playing this style of RPG. Actually, it's a funny thing. I got this game from the bundle, which is Humble, a few years ago. Actually, not this game, but Kingmaker. It wasn't really my style of RPG and hadn't been for decades. But I gave it a try. I loved it. It's one of the favourite things, is Kingmaker, that I've gotten through Humble Bundle.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Because you failed to hit them at all. That's why not any.
Strike count.
Lan didn't.
Yes.
Camellia, let's have another piece of that on, shall we? And there we are. I would say you're doing rather fine for yourself, Ember. I must check something. If you heard a ping there, that I believe was my dear lady wife. Alright, things are okay right now.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The two of them should be able to deal with anything there. I will have to take an extremely short break once we're done with this particular region. Well, Jeff, I believe in there is in Archer.
You are today's sacrifice.
Wait. The Yorkie. Just go here and wait. In case there are any others coming in. There's someone somewhere. As indeed I was right.
For me.
Drow crossbowman. Ah! There's two.
This is not my time.
It's certainly not looking like it, is it, Lan?
You won't survive me.
Come in, Lee, let's just wait here. So I can't remember if there's anyone buried in this one. Ember? Oh, a drow knife master. Very well. Haha, we found another. There's a few here. You missed, well, Jeff. Sir Yorkie of the Shire. Come, my friend.
Let the attack commence.
Why did I miss him? Miss them?
Die, die, die!
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Time to share your treasures.
And Lan is down for now. And there indeed is an enemy.
Go for their hearts.
Two of them. We've got Atsi with us as well. Well, that's not fun.
Burn! Slice!
You're down.
Into the fray.
Ensure the kill. As long as they don't are dead, they are
Cover me, all right?
still in the fight. When they are dead, they no longer are, of course.
Endure this!
Continue fighting.
Yes, I know, you're down.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay.
May I see your entrails, please?
And that would be you down.
The light, take you!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Well, this fool is managing to dodge your blows rather well.
Is excruciating.
Unfortunately.
Make every strike count.
The spirits demand your blood.
That was a rather foolish chance to take.
Let the attack commence.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
Distract them from me.
You're down.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Right. And so, here we go. Forgive me, my throat appears to be rather irritated this evening.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Well, it appears to be treasure, which is good. I'd rather that than trap. Let's see what it is, though. Not much. Still, it is what it is. We've got rid of these fools. And now, we can press ever onwards. If we can find the exit. Was it down here?
Wherever my legs carry me.
Perhaps here? Yes. Right, I must... Very well, Ashes. Thank you for joining us. Before my solo goes dead for the night. Enjoy your work, if that's possible. If not, well, at least complete it peacefully. And thank you for joining me, Ashes. I must take a brief moment aside. This should indeed only be a moment. Apparently, my dear lady is having problems with the Hellhound in the other room. And so we return. We do indeed. Nightingale Grove. I'm not sure if it's safe to go there just now. I think we should go back to camp when we can. And take things from there. In the meantime, let's progress with our army. The demon army here should be a quick conquest. And then I think our camp will move. Cultist fighters, cultists. Just cultist after cultist. The fools. Oh, there's another. Actually, that's not the one I wish to aim for. There. Because these, my friends, are magical in nature and can do serious damage. And this should be a simple quest at this point. Dragon Lord Luja! Overlord Luja, welcome. Welcome once more. There. And the Hellhound returns before sliding into his personal favourite slot. Seriously? You need to watch yourself. So Yorkie before you, dragon. Although if you use the wrong name, I may get cranky. The army is going well at the moment. A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden. The remains of the garrison from Villareth Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Canabres, and instead asked to join the Crusaders' forces. A squad of Crusaders was caught in a sudden storm from the west. It lasted only a few minutes. The unnatural lightning made of electricity, flames, acid and ice left several soldiers dead. A shame. The ease with which the force of nature brutally claimed the lives of the comrades had demoralized the Crusaders. The outpost of Villareth Ford, which straddles the West Selland crossing, is of strategic importance and has been taken. The cultists are destroyed, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. And our friend here, Setsuna Shire, has indeed gained a new a new level. Let's see. I think a blessing would be fitting with your nature, Setsuna. Find the lost relic of the Crusaders. Archers. Ah, my friends. These archers think they have us. They are, of course, wrong. A potentially bigger threat is, of course, the cultists. I think My friend Setsuna has this covered admirably. So what does a world wound do? I totally had to ask. World wound is the source of the demonic blight that spreads across the land. At least, as I understand it. The Crusaders duly punished a group of mercenaries who had become enticed by demonic gold and turned their blades against former allies. Those who rejected the blessing of the benevolent gods and succumbed to the temptation of sin deserved death, and death they got. Justice has been served, and the clerics feel that the gods are satisfied with the outcome. We have no more units to recruit right now. And a demonic army. I'm not so worried about them now. I think they should be easily resisted. However, these cultists... Oh no, they're footmen. Well, cultist fights are not so worrying. The morale boost allows a second attack. You are a demon? I fear not. I think if you are a demon, it is much like the dear Arushlai. A demon in body and form, perhaps, but no longer in spirit. Another victory! I know you well indeed. We have History Dragon, or Overlord as they call themselves now. Master of Maneuver 2, absolutely. More troops available. Well, more troops that can be in the army. These need to join us. Elementals. Even the elementals have joined them. Mere one of those left. And they're deceased. Down to one, down by one. Down by another. How are these elementals doing? They have masses of health. And these, the water elementals. Less health, but it's still there. Down to 1. Virtually no health left at this point for that. The earth and elemental should go down. Over time. I think one more strike should finish the water elemental. And there we are. Elementals overthrown. After pacifying the elementals, the soldiers found the remains of a cultist sorcerer in the middle of a broken summoning circle. Despite his apparently outstanding magical power, he was unable to control the raging spirits he had brought into existence. His stiff fingers were still clenched around the horrendous flail he used as a weapon. What are you using? What is the weapon? A heavy flail, a two-handed flail of enhancement +2, can be safely wielded only by non-good characters. No character that we have with us who is non-good will use that, but can be sold. Apparently cannot go that way. Chilly Creek. Only the Baron, not the Baron. Only the Knight Commander can go that way. Right. Mentioning where the Knight Commander can go. Time to go sell things. And rest. Of course there's somebody on the road. It's where our camp is now. Commander, we caught a suspicious lad on the road. He says he's an ally, and he's desperate to talk to you. Who knows who he really is? The young man before you is trembling from his wounds and exhaustion. His boots are in tatters, and if he had any weapons or armour, he shed them along the way. His clothes are torn, and his hair is wet, like he recently swam across a river. Blood oozes from the wounds on his chest and shoulders, and his skin is cracked and inflamed with the acrid water of the world wound. Commander, the man breathes heavily, and the words emerge as a whisper from his dry throat. My squad ambushed beyond the river. Help. Give our guest some water, something for his wounds. The knight's wounds heal with the help of magic potion. Taking a gulp of water, he catches his breath, snaps to attention and begins again. Yeka and kill. Hell Knights of the Order of the Godclaw. Under the command of Paralictor Regil Derenge, our squad is under attack by demons, fast passing our number. Without your assistance, we are lost. Hell Knights. They've supported the Crusaders more than once in battle against the demons, despite their Erebeth cringes. Questionable reputation. Cannot abandon our allies in trouble. If they really are our allies, then of course it's just Nevia looks Jaker over closely from head to toe. I kind of think this isn't a knight at all. A real Hell Knight would be skinned alive for losing his infamous black armour. What we see here is a stranger without rank or insignia, who wants us to march to God knows where. Kinda smells like a trap to me. Jaker, who's attacking you? Why can't you handle this on your own? Large creatures that attack from the air. Some are fighters, others are, I guess, Clerics with dangerous divine magic. They looked like stone come to life. I'm almost certain they're gargoyles. They fell upon us from the sky while we were setting up camp, and at our most vulnerable. And they caught our forces at partial strength. The Paralictor had dispatched some of our troops as scouting teams. The flying beasts didn't fight us. They just fell from the sky, grabbed our fighters, and either took them somewhere or threw them to their deaths. We were unprepared for that. Where is your squad now? Not far from here, beyond the river. It's not far for a single fighter who abandoned his armour and weapons. But we can't get across the river so easily. Well, I've kind of formed a way. We'll have to take a detour. Even if we can save anyone, we'll seriously delay our offensive on Dresden, and we'll give the enemy a chance to prepare. What do my companions think? Our companions look at their guests suspiciously. Hell Knights. With allies like them, we've no need for enemies, says Sealer. If it suited them, they'd abandon us for the demons without a second thought. But we're not like them, are we? We have to save them. Looks like a trap to me, says Lan, but even if he isn't lying, Dresden is our goal. If our offensive is delayed, we won't get another chance to retake the city. The Hell Knights are heartless executioners, says Sozil. Saving people from the claws of demons is a good cause in itself, but these people are doing everything they can to become just like the devils. Shellin, forgive me, but I fear we should leave the Hell Knights to their fate and continue our offensive on Dresden. Do you recall Prelate Hillrun? Well, picture an entire army of soldiers just like him. Do we need allies like that, says Darren? If they die, I shan't shed a tear. We should help them, but only if they join forces in return. We could use some fresh blood, says Camilla. Hell Knights. Oh, not for all the gold in the world, says Woljeff. Do you know what kind of people they are? 1 minute you're just going about your business. The next, you're locked in stocks and there's a butcher in black armour standing in front of you. I don't know who these knights are. But if there are people suffering out there, then of course we have to help. What we came to do, isn't it? The crow on her shoulder croaks resolutely, supporting her words. Huh? What? Ninio blinks a few times, baffled. This question has no scientific significance. What's interesting is how the water in the river poisoned by the world wound will affect this boy. With your permission, I'd like to examine him, or his corpse, in a few days' time. Ninio, I think you're kind of missing the point here. I'm certainly not joining the Hell Knights. I do not like the Hell Knights. I tend to agree with Hemba. We'll take the risk and try and help them. Thank you, Commander. Our forces are here. The knight points out the location on your map. The situation is critical. Please send your reinforcements as soon as possible. We'll go ahead and meet you there. Right, bit of rest. Maybe you can start pitching in at the little camp. Getting your hands dirty isn't as terrifying as you think. Getting one's hands dirty? Well, that was only used to describe some grisly act. I certainly would not wish to do anything like that. Right.
Forwards!
Let's sell the stuff we've gathered that we don't need. How is our experience doing, by the way? Ooh, very close to leveling up. Hey, little one, they say you can do magic. An old silver-haired fighter sizes Ember up. Skeptically, almost baffled to find such a young girl in the middle of war. He's cradling a wounded arm, which has been hastily bandaged. Can you heal me?
Yes.
Hell Knights indeed, Overlord Lugia. Hell Knights, in theory, are forces of law. The law they enact is quite often extreme and brutal. Hell Knights are not good people. They may be following their own code of law, but they are not good people. However, leaving people to demons, to gargoyles and the like is hardly my forte. So Yorkie does not stand for that kind of thing. Of course, Ember whispers a spell and touches the bloody bandages. Thank you. That's so much better. The soldier rips off the blood-caked rags and strokes the healthy skin underneath them. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home. Just like you. Oh, little girl, how'd you end up here? What are you doing in the thick of it with us? Ember gives him a light-hearted smile. I'm just like you. I came to the thick of it so the thick wouldn't come to other kids, like your granddaughter. Well, be so little and yet more courageous than some officers. The old man runs his rough hand over his hair. She smiles at him again. The crow on her shoulder rubs its head on his hand, like a cat. Talking to you takes a load off my mind. I reckon it's not just my arm you healed. The soldier leaves, his head shaking his head pensively. Ember waves happily, then turns around and notices you. Hi. Do they often come to you for help like this? Ember shrugs. Demons keep hurting them, I keep healing them. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. Feather-brained enough not to realise just how important that is. You thought they were Hall Knights, Fisherton? No, Hell Knights. Although some of their buildings do have halls, of course. Yes, Hall Knights, Hell Knights. What if something I say is wrong? Maybe I should keep quiet. But I can tell my words make them feel better. I guess I'm confused. Don't second guess yourself. You're helping all of us. Soldiers, companions, and me. You think so? I think I'm just wandering around saying silly things. She taps a scarred finger on her cheek and then breaks into a smile. Alright, it must be true if you say so. All monitor nights. Well. Yes, there are some rather brutal hall monitors too. The thing is, they don't generally run a sword through you. You like Ember, Dragon? Overlord Lugia.
I crave for adventure.
Show me what you have. Not keeping that. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Not keeping that, not keeping that, not keeping that. And nobody we use is going to use that. There. Right, time to leave. That, I assume, is where the Hell Knights are. Is it wise to go there just now? Perhaps not. I'm sure being Hell Knights they can stand a little more fighting. Ember is good. Ember is... I do not know if you have ever looked at the cards known as the Tarot Dragon, Overlord Lugia. But one of the major arcana is known as the Fool. Now, when many think of the Fool, they think of an idiot. But the Fool was also a skilled joker in olden times, as indeed Ember is a skilled healer. What the Fool also was often, and is there, is naive, unwitting, unexperienced in the world, at least in what we would consider the world. As indeed Ember often shows her own naivety, sometimes to a level that makes you want to slap her for being so naive. But yes, she is good. A unit of mercenaries serving Horgus Worm has reached the troops with a chest full of gold coins and a message from Sir Horgus. Accept, of course. And we are tired there, so we will rest. Meanwhile, our troops can move. And there is a demon army there. Where is this one? Oh, you're all the way over here. And you're not exactly troops I'm interested in. You do own tarot cards. Well, as I say, if you know about the Fool, it embodies Ember in many ways. What can you do? Can you do anything? Well, you did not blast anything when you had a chance, so I'm guessing not. One more. And soon we should be done. You can wipe those out. You're done. Lay on hands on self. And from here, this fight is basically over. And so the demons are cleared. The demons and their foul ilk. Brimarax. You're down. You're almost down. The danger of these cultists is lurking. I would have to say that. The cultists are done. The Brimarax are almost done. And there they are, laid out before us. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on the nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the crusaders to a secluded cave, where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from the fall of Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It would appear the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to remove them from barbaric threat. And you have another level. Cure wounds, most definitely. You're held fast there, and we must rest.
You blame your troubles on everybody else,
Kick
but
a
you
bum.
always claim the credit for anything that goes right. Is
Indeed.
that really any way to live?
See, the human side of your mouth is flapping, but all I hear is a lizardy hiss.
Saved from the abyssal corruption. Now, what do we have here? Get your hands off that, it's mine. Yours? Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here. Run. Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Looks like we have some bandits and thieves. Getting ready for battle. Marauder is worry. Or the Marauder with alchemist skills. I don't really want to be receiving bombs. Right. Missed. Close, but no carrot. Well, Jeff. This one, I think.
You won't survive me.
You're almost down. Well, that didn't slow them at all, did it? Ember. Bowling infusion.
Die! Die! Die!
Not if you miss, my dear friend. Not if you miss. Blessing. Oh. That's not good.
Time to share your treasures!
Sealer.
Into the fray!
That's not something you should have missed, Sealer. Actually, before we...
Endure this.
Well, it was some damage, but I meant to do an extra... Ouch.
This is how it feels.
She's down. Ember, can you sleep him? Nope. This is looking like another disaster.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah, this is a disaster. Let me reload. And this time we will buff up before wandering in, because that is rather a tense situation. Right. You know what I keep forgetting? He has the Azata.
I'm all ears.
Give that to yourself.
This war
Ember?
must end.
Give all of you three
I'm here. Where else would I be?
maximize me. And Sealer. And be able to see invisible. Lest that becomes a thing.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
Strength to Sealer. Ember. Lan. Stamina to me. Enlarged person to Lan.
Together, we stand.
So. I think you're fine. I think we will bring that in on the first round. Yes. Let's save. And let's continue from there. And here comes the fool. With the invisibility potion. Camellia. Get that on. Move up. Well, Jeff. Put that in the way. And move up, ready. The Yorkie. Well, here they come. Do we have the beating of them this time? One of the things we are, of course, getting is you, my friend, have that. Let them do some work. And put that on. Camellia.
It should work. Is it flawed?
Everything is flawed, Camellia. You should know that. Well, Jeff, forward, please. And Ember. Ow.
Into the fray!
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Well, there is a foe right there. Lan, if you can, hit that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Oh dear. That was rather a waste. See if you can take him down. Good. Wall Jeff, dear boy.
Right?
He's almost down.
Surrender or else.
Well, Sealer on him. I should take him out. Marauder. So Yorkie.
May I see your entrails, please?
24 there. Lan, if you can. Let's take him down.
Won't survive me.
Only one hit. That's not very good, Lan.
I'll cut you wide open.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Ember. You do something about them and perhaps sleep them.
The light take you.
Oh dear, the peak got her.
Let the attack commence.
That should have bowling infusion on. And can we use a potion? I'm not sure. Yes. Well. Old person. Good. Good.
Endure this.
The spirits demand your blood.
They could have it if you keep this up, Sealer. Keep this up.
Distract them from me.
And he's not Sealer, however. Another one down. I think we're going to just take them down as is. And that should be the end of the bandits. With little to no problem once I actually acted sensible. Acting not sensible is a good way to die, of course. As I proved initially. Letter to a noble crusader. I think I care not for that.
This way.
What else? Anything else down here?
Wherever my legs
No.
carry me.
But there'd be no more. Marauder leader, Marauder alchemist. So we're done. We are done. You have found a new recipe, moss potage. Alright. Then let us copy that, shall we? We shall stand there and wait. Meanwhile, it would seem we have journeys to partake of with these. Zombies and whites. Whites seem more dangerous. I think this battle will be the last step we take tonight. We've made some progress. Progress has most definitely been made. But your friend, Sir Yorkie, is going to have to retire to his bivouac for a while, I believe. For in his sleep that he's going to claim him, not the enemies, from the world wound. For those viewing, I thank you for joining me. Whether you've announced yourself or whether you sit in the background, I care not. You are all welcome. You are friends in the battle against the world wound, and I am grateful for you. "12 lost, 12 replaced." A corpse in tattered scout's cape, bearing an emblem of the crusade, was leading the undead squad. He battled on until he ran out of bolts and desperately tried to conceal his crossbow with his own body, even when the soldiers were hacking off his limbs. Let's see, shall we? Just what that crossbow is like. Crossbow Judgment. This +2 heavy crossbow has a critical range reduced to 20. Whenever it threatens a critical hit against an evil, it's automatically confirmed. Not bad, not necessarily what I would call good. It certainly could be a lot worse. You can have that in case you need to do ranged damage anytime. Let's see where else you can go. Underground hideout. We can't do anything there. The leper's smile. It looks like there is an area to go to over there, but not one that we can reach ourselves just now. Meanwhile, you shall stay there. Well, my friends, we reached the end of our journey tonight. It's shorter than I expected, but we have made progress. We finished the fake scouts, the drow who are pretending to be scouts. We've discovered where some Hell Knights need saving, and we will go there. And we have cleared other parts, and indeed some of the demons from that are foul scourge from the abyss. Next time we return, there is a conundrum unsolved that we must do. There is the possibility of doing Moondance Meadow, and we must make haste to reliable redoubt. Thank you for joining me. I have been Sir Yorkie of the Shire. Thou art friends, and I ask you to rise, fellow knights of the crusade. If you find enemies, then drive them back to the abyss. Fare thee well.